Okay, hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. Now, before we start to talk about Bitcoin and the altcoins, first of all, I want to thank Zach for creating our new website. It's amazing, really nice, and he's still developing it, so there will be many other things you will find in the next days. And I also want to thank one of our community members, Sned. He makes his own music, really nice creation. Thank you for sharing this with us, and I hope you like it. Alright, so let's take a look at the live chart. So yesterday I posted in the Discord channel that I think a breakout upwards is very likely because I see this bullish formation, this ascending triangle. If you don't know what an ascending triangle is, so at the end you have the same height and you have higher lows, and at the end you get this ascending triangle. So this is a bullish formation and it is likely to see an upwards breakout like we're seeing right now. Now, how high can we go, or the price? So when you take the height of this triangle and bring it to the point of breakout, as you can see, so $11,400 is possible. Now I don't think that we will come to this point because it's more unlikely that you always get the maximum. And I posted in the Discord channel that I think 10.7k is very likely, because 10.7k is a very big resistance, or 10.8k. Now, why is this a big resistance? When you take a look at the daily chart, what you can see is this is the daily exponential ribbon. Someone asked where you can find it, so I have it right there. This is the one I use. So yeah, and what you can see, I mean, I think right now something around 6 hours or 8 hours, Bitcoin is fighting with the 20 EMA. All right, this really yellow line up there, so the 20 EMA, it is fighting with it, and I don't think that it will move above it. If we see this resistance get broken and Bitcoin starts moving higher, then what I think where we will top out is 11.2k. In one of my previous videos I talked about this blue line and told you that this one started way back at the end of the fourth wave of our last bull market. So this is a very strong resistance line, and I don't see Bitcoin now moving above it. Okay, and I also said 10.7 to 10.8k. Now, why did I say 10.8k? I always take a look at the futures chart, and what you can see is that the 20 EMA is at 10.8k on the futures chart, and as you can see, Bitcoin is not able to move above this. All right, I mean, we have the same ascending triangle, we have the same breakout, but it is not able to move above this with the full body. Okay, now another reason why I think this won't happen, and I tried to find a way to show you exactly what I'm talking about. You will, or you can find it in 2015. So give me a second. All right. So this is the first wave in 2015. I talked about it many times, but just to understand what is going on, all right, and to understand what will come in the next days. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So this is what happened 4 days ago, I think. This is what happened. This big one to the yellow line that I talked about in my previous video. This yellow line started way back at the beginning of the fourth wave of the last bull market before this one. Right? And right now, the current bull market, we are seeing the same move, falling below the daily exponential ribbon, so there's colored lines, and coming down to the yellow line. We are seeing exactly the same move. And what we are seeing today is the same green candle again. All right? And the similarities are crazy. Really, really crazy what is going on. And I mean, when you look what happened at that time, as you can see, Bitcoin was not really able to move above the daily exponential ribbon and all the way up to this blue line or whatever. It was not able. And when you take a look at what is happening right now, or beginning of today, you see the same. It is not able to move above this. I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it won't. It could happen, but I don't think it will happen yet, because this move will come. And now is not the time. So, or I don't see the time. I mean, it is likely. We will, at some point, we will move up. But, I mean, right now we came down to 9.4K, I think, and tested this yellow line. And then we started moving back up to the daily exponential ribbon. And this is too short. This time period where we are now below the daily exponential ribbon is too short. I don't see us moving above the daily exponential ribbon so fast. When you remember the time when we were waiting for the third low, after we moved above, or we had our third low, it took us some days before we saw this big movement, very similar to this one. And so again, I think it will take us some days to see this move. This will take some days. Not much, but I think something around 1 to 2 weeks we will be below this daily exponential ribbon. 1 to 2 weeks, okay? And you're seeing the same thing right now, okay? Now, the question is, to which point will we fall? And as you can see, at that time, Bitcoin came very close, or no, Bitcoin came close to this point, to this bottom, but it didn't fell below it, or it didn't fell below this yellow line. This is why I say 9.5K to 9.8K. This is a nice entry point, because this will come again. So today we have this green candle. Tomorrow we will maybe see this again. So Bitcoin trying to move above this daily exponential ribbon, but then it will come down. And as you can see, this is a strong move. It will come down to test these levels again, and then it will start to move up and come down again, move up, and at some point it is able to break it. Okay, so this is what will happen. So I think going down to 9.5K, 9.6K is very likely. If you're someone who only trades Bitcoin and is waiting for the next point to buy in, I think 9.7K, so everything below 10K to 9.6K is a very good entry point, because, like I said, Bitcoin will follow this yellow line to the second wave. Okay. What I'm going to do, because someone asked, will you buy Bitcoin or altcoins or only altcoins? What I will do is I will try to buy Bitcoin when we see this move. So a strong move where we are above the daily exponential ribbon again and have a close above it. Okay, this could be the time when the altcoins fall or see a bigger correction, because Bitcoin starts to outperform them. And then this could be the time to buy Bitcoin, but we'll take a look at that when the time has come. Now, you want to know what will the altcoins do from now on. And I want to show you exactly what I think will happen with NEM, or by using NEM. So something very interesting that I already showed you with Ethereum in one of my previous videos. Happened in 2015. So where we are. Yes, I think that's it. No, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so this is very interesting to me. Now, as you can see, this is 18th of January 2016, 19th, 20, and then we had this drop. So as you can see, Cardano, I say, NEM started to move upwards beginning of something around 7th of January, and then had these three big moves beginning by 18th of January 2016, all right, 18th to 20. Now, let's have a look what Bitcoin was doing at that time, because this is very interesting right now. Maybe I should make pictures again, it's easier or faster. So I think that's it. No. All right. So, like I said, 18th of January 2016. Now, take a look at that. So 18th, what Bitcoin was doing this kind of sideways movement again, and then this one. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 20th of January, Bitcoin started moving up like crazy. So this is exactly what we're seeing today. This big green candle. All right. So as you can see, beginning, so 2 days before that, Bitcoin was still moving sideways, and the altcoins started to do something. So NEM was starting to move a little bit higher, and then NEM had this explosive movement very close to this day where Bitcoin had a nice pump. Okay, so this is why I say, or why I said in the Discord channel, it is very likely that the altcoins will start to show us a very nice movement. So something around 2x, maybe 3x, depending on your altcoin. All right, and so no, this is the one. So when you take a look at where NEM was at that time, so it was, I don't know, as you can see, something, what is that? I don't know. But as you can see, so we just say 3. So it was around 3, and then moving all the way up to 8. So yeah, really nice pump, nearly 3x. All right. So this is why I say, when you see a crazy movement today, tomorrow, or the day after, you know you have to sell. All right. And now something else that is important. So this was this one. And something else that is important. Why do I say sell? Because we will see something like that, exactly like that, coming down, testing the daily exponential ribbon again. Coming down. This will be a sign when to buy in again. All right. So coming down, so when we make it like this, from that to that, so we have something around 200%, and then we came down. So we had a 50% correction, and as you can see, then again moving up, coming down, and then we have another crazy wave. So so as you can see, this is beginning of February, and this one is beginning of March. So let's have a look what Bitcoin was doing at that time. what's going on? Ah, this was the wrong chart. All right. So beginning of February, as you can see, Bitcoin is still below the daily exponential ribbon, but makes again another big move, another time where it is trying to move above the daily exponential ribbon, like this one. Okay, it comes again trying to move above it, fail, then coming back, and this is mid of March, and like I said, the next NEM wave was at the beginning of March. So as you can see, Bitcoin moved up, came down, and this is the beginning of the next wave. So this time when Bitcoin is above the daily exponential ribbon again and is moving inside of it, this is the next time when the altcoins start to pump. And yeah, so this is the way the altcoins will move. I think it is very likely, and after what we're seeing right now, it is more and more likely that this will happen. All right. So I hope you know now when to sell, because right now at the moment I think we didn't see an explosive movement. I think this will come. We are seeing formations for that. But then when Bitcoin starts to come down again, so this will be the sign for us that we have to sell the altcoins, because as you can see, this is 22th of January 2016, and when we go back to NEM, so 22, where is it? Right there. As you can see, yeah, starts coming down at the same time. So when Bitcoin is falling, you know, the alts always are falling with Bitcoin. Yeah, so this is important because Bitcoin will come down again and the alts will follow. So we have today, tomorrow for this altcoin pump, and we have to take our profit and sell. Now, something else that is possible, what you can do, another very good strategy is just wait for the big pump, something like this one, or something like this one, but oh no, this is the wrong time. So this last one, March, before the second wave, this one. You can take this one, and so wait for this one, and then when you see the gains, you can sell, and that's it. All right, that's it. Then you see this consolidation move, and after Bitcoin's second wave at that time, the altcoins again started to pump like crazy. So this is just the beginning, but we already can make really nice profit. Okay, so you can do that as well. So if you don't want to have the stress and things like that, just buy in now, wait for that, and leave it. So when we want to know how much is possible, over 1000%. So I don't know if this will happen again like that, but it is possible. And so I'm waiting for that. But if you want to know my strategy, yes, when I see a pump right now, I sell. I buy in when I see the correction, wait for the next pump, sell, and then take this one, so that I can make really nice profit during this time. All right, and now I want to take a look at what is going on right now. All right. So right now, what's going on, what is important? So NEM, for example, broke this big resistance line and is now above it and is testing the daily exponential ribbon. And when we take a look at the 4-hourly chart, what you can see is NEM is above the 4-hourly exponential ribbon. This is very important because it is such a strong support. It is so strong, okay? And right now it looks like it finds support on it. So, and this will be the beginning. So at some point it will really start pumping because this is such a big support. And when we take a look at Cardano, Cardano did the same. It came up, it is now above the 4-hourly exponential ribbon. So this one also looks like confirmation. Of course we have to wait for it a little bit longer, but it is likely to see this explosive movement upwards, and this is what we're waiting for. So, or for example, IOTA, also above the 4-hourly exponential ribbon, and now take a look what happens when we are below it. It brings us down, it brings us all the way down, and now we're above it. Of course, it can be something like this, so that we come below it again, but the big difference to this point is that we are above this huge resistance line. And I mean, take a look where it started. Take a look. All right, so way back, this is a very, very strong resistance level. As you can see, very, very strong. So, all right, so it is such a strong line, and now we're above it. So I think what we are seeing right now is something like confirmation, and we have the 4-hourly exponential ribbon as support, and this will bring us higher. Now, a very important question is this one. Where is it? This one. All right. So thanks to Alex 2019 for this question. This, I will say that this happened when we are below the 4-hourly exponential ribbon again. So when we see this again, this movement, so falling below it again, this is a sign for me, for every coin. When we're below the 4-hourly exponential ribbon again, I know, all right, so we will have resistance again and we will come down. Okay, so this is very important if you want to know what's going on. So for example, Ethereum, as you can see, so this is compared to the US dollar. As you can see, it's showing us the same above the daily 4-hourly exponential ribbon again. It moved out of this falling wedge formation, and it's showing us confirmation right now, and I think it is very likely for Ethereum to move up now. It's very likely. Okay, and when you take a look at this Ethereum compared to the US dollar, we've made over 3% of gains, and when you take a look at Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, what you can see is right now, compared to Bitcoin, we're below Bitcoin. All right. I mean, still it looks good. Still it looks good. But if you want to buy Ethereum with Bitcoin, that makes sense. All right. That makes sense because right now Bitcoin is stronger than Ethereum. So you get more Ethereum when you buy it with Bitcoin. Okay. But when you do it with the US dollar, you have a difference. Where it is. Okay, so that's the case, and like I said, I think that the altcoins will outperform Bitcoin in the next 2 days and during the whole altcoin pump. So this is important, but I wouldn't think too much about Ethereum and US dollar or Ethereum Bitcoin. At the end, what will bring you the real gains is to buy this this entry point if you didn't buy there, to buy it and to move upwards, and to see it moving upwards and then sell. So this is the real gains. EOS is still inside of this falling wedge formation. We're not seeing a breakout right now. Maybe this line is not good enough, I don't know. But yeah, it is still below the 4-hourly exponential ribbon. Icon, yeah, slowly moving above it. Not really yet, still has to move above this resistance line. Didn't happen yet, but it could come. Or I think it is likely to see this move. So if your altcoin didn't show a nice movement in the last hours, this means nothing. This means nothing, because right now we're talking about little movements. So I would say something else when all the others were making 10 to 20% and your one is still doing nothing. Okay, this is another situation. So what do we have? So obviously this is a confirmed fake out in BTC then. Yes, of course. To me, this is a fake out, because now is not the time for Bitcoin to move up to $15,000-$16,000. This makes absolutely no sense. All right. There are people with a huge amount of Bitcoin, and I think I know who these people are. But this is another story. And these people, they're stupid when they let Bitcoin move to $15,000-$16,000. They're stupid when they do something like that. It absolutely makes no sense. All right? Because the way it is moving through the last 10 years, this is the way to make money. This is genius to make it this way. Using Bitcoin, using the altcoins. This is perfect. This is perfect. If I was away, I wouldn't change anything. You make so much money with this combination. You have a Bitcoin pump, you have an altcoin pump. You have a Bitcoin pump, you have an altcoin pump. So this is perfect. Why should they make something stupid? And they know that the people will get scared when they see Bitcoin moving to $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. People get scared. They won't buy in. So at the end, the whales are the only people buying in. They need the FOMO. This is where they really make money. They need the people, the majority coming in. And I think the most people come in when we have the fourth wave. And so this is how they play it, and this makes absolutely sense to me. How are you trading? Yes, like I said, I buy and sell when I see nice pumps, and so I think this is the best way to make the most profit. But like I said, a very good strategy is to just buy now and wait for the crazy moves that will come. What is your favorite altcoin out of all? Yeah, this is very difficult. There are some really, really nice projects. And like I said, I like IOTA, I like Cardano, I like Ethereum, I like Bitcoin as well. And Sele, I like, Dentacoin I like. So I like some of them. They're doing really good work. Basic Attention Token is one of those. Nano is one of those. So really great projects. So I can really say which one is my favorite one. This is difficult. Yeah, like I said, falling below the 4-hourly exponential ribbon again. This is a big sign of falling below the big resistance levels that I mentioned. So yeah, I hope I did this one as well. Yeah, so that's the point. And something else at the end of this video I want to talk about. Now let's say NEM, for example, starts moving up. How can I find really good resistance levels? So and you just have to take a look at the chart. It tells you everything. So what you can see right now is we have a lot of price movement in this zone. All right. Can I make, yeah. So let's do it like this. So we have a lot of price movement inside of this zone. So I think coming up to 6 cents, and then we'll see the first big resistance. And something very interesting is when NEM is able to break this one, please take a look at this. So there is not much price movement. There is not much price movement. And the next one comes up at this zone. And then we have, so at that zone is the next one. All right. Even a little bit lower than that. So at these area. And as you can see, this is a zone of crazy movements, like there. Falling fast, moving high fast. So this means when we're above this zone, I imagine a crazy move upwards. Really. All right. So this is how you can find the big resistance levels on the way up and support levels on the way down as well. Okay. And a way to trade this, for example, is if you see NEM, for example, moving above this zone, so starting by 6 cents to 7 cents. If you see it moving above this zone, you know something will happen and you have to buy in. If you see it coming up to this zone and it can't really move above it, you could sell. You could say, all right, I don't want to risk. I want to have a low risk, so I sell now and wait for NEM to move above this zone again. And when it is above it, I buy NEM again and sell at this point. So this is a kind of strategy that you can use for making really nice gains with a low risk. Okay, and you can do that for every altcoin, All right, so I hope this video isn't too long. I hope it is helpful. Thanks to everybody for writing these beautiful comments and for joining the Discord channel. If you didn't yet, you should join us because there are a lot of things going on and we are talking about very important stuff. So please join the channel and leave a like, write comments, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.